Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Chroah Chaos, and here is the next part in the playtesting hands. This one includes the playtesting hands of Chroah Chaos. So, yeah, the point of this deck is you bring out Chaos monsters by making boss monsters. Well, you load up your graveyard for Chaos monsters by making boss monsters. And use spells to help you with that. Yeah, so just gonna do a little shuffling. Check out the previous video on playtesting Ilmos hands if you're interested in seeing my other main deck. This deck here I wouldn't really recommend for like competitive play because there's a lot of destruction in back row, and this deck kind of loses to that. Not really, because if you bait out one back row, then you can just make more monsters. But it really depends on what back row they have, you know. But this deck is really good, both casuals and competitive. But if you want more competitive, I just recommend Ilmos in general. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so this hand's not bad. A lot of setup going on here. First I duality. Here I would want to keep my tour guide for good plays. I want to get a lure to be active. So I grab the black dragon and I do some shuffling here. And with any luck, I'll draw into another dark that I don't need, like maybe another tour guide or night assailant. That's not supposed to happen. There you go. Yeah, these sleeves are kind of old, so it's kind of awkward. Alright, so allure, draw two. It's not too bad. So I banish the black dragon. Or if I drew a light that I want to not care about, then I'd probably banish that. And banish the tour guide instead. So here's not bad. I want to keep Upstart in my hand just in case I draw into I want to keep my Upstart Goblin just in case if I draw into Summoner Monk. Because a lot of times I actually Upstart and I draw into Summoner Monk and I'm just like, dang, that sucks. So here I would probably just set it just to bait out MSTs, actually. If I draw into Summoner Monk, then oh well, it sucks. But it's good if they use MST on this. That way the Treacherous would be alive. So opponent goes and they don't MST it. Let's just go with that. Draw. And then activate the Upstart. So this hand's not the greatest ever either. So here I can assume that they don't have MST. So I would just activate Tour Guide. Search. I don't really have a play to go off here, so I'm going to go defensively. The deck can play defensive really well while it gathers resources. Select Seed into Fortune Tune. Oh yeah, the thing about this extra deck is that it's all anime based. When I made this deck, I try to make it as cool as possible, and that includes changing the extra deck's art. So opponent go. Wait, no, I set this, and opponent goes. They try to kill this with two monsters, but I'll treacherous them instead. Draw, gain 500. Alright, so this is a really good hand. Opponent goes, and he kills one of the materials. Now, for the sake of this, let's say he kills two. If you want, you could Rainbow Karibo in case they're going to kill it off. Actually, for the sake of this, let's say they attack it a third time. Rainbow Karibo it. Cool. Turn, gain 300. No, gain 500. So here, I have some options. Because I have White Dragon, which is basically a Black Dragon in the long run, and a Prism, I want to go for a zero play. But since I have this, I can go C101. It really depends on the opponent's field, like how many special summon monsters that they have. But for this, I'm just going to go regular zero play. Special that. Normal summon. And then Synchro into Angel Zera. this triggers, equip to 0. White dragon triggers, search for black dragon. So here I pretty much have a monster reborn in the hand waiting to be used. And because it's a level 4 for free, here's 101 and here's C101. So there's a backup play after backup play. Attack, opponent goes. For the sake of this, let's say he wipes the whole field. Fortune Tune would trigger, but there's no 2 level 3s in the graveyard. It's not bad because I still have like Lights and Darks to play with. So turn, drawn to Veiler. This is a proxy because I only have 2 Veilers and they're currently both in Ilmos. So I just proxied it out so I won't have to like switch the sleeves out all the time. So special summon Black Dragon by banishing Zera. Normal summon. And then make a 101. 101 triggers. Detach 2. And for sake of this, let's just rank them up into C101. And attack. Opponent goes, let's Veiler something just for sake of Veilering. Opponent kills it, comes back, gain life, why not? Turn. Alright, so let's just bait out, activate NST, attack, he dies, just so he dies. Turn. Cool. So activate Dark Hole, get rid of his field. Activate Rhoda. Search for Thrasher. Normal summon Tour Guide. Activate Tour Guide's effect. Special proxy Tour Guide. Overlay into Invoker. Activate Invoker's effect. Attach. Special summon Goblinberg. The targets you have for Goblinberg are Extra Sword and Silver Sentinel here. But I just want to get this out of the way because if I draw into him, I would need another monster in order for him to get useful. And plus he's a useful Mask Chameleon target. So overlay those two. Let's just say Blade Armor. Detach for Blade Armor. And attack, attack, attack. Oh. I forgot about this a long time ago. My bad. Got distracted. But Angel Zera should have, like, been alive and probably would have been destroyed. So, other than the whole forgetting about Zera thing, that was a pretty good playthrough. So the way I organize my extra deck too is, here's a tab, there's a Synchros, another tab, here's level rank 3 exceeds, another tab, here's rank 4 exceeds, ordered by how often I use them. So that's a little cool way to organize the extra deck, if you have more than one extra deck style. Let's try another playthrough, shall we? So this is a pretty good hand too. So upstart I would save just in case I draw in a Summoner Monk. Not really much a first turn play here. But opponent goes and let's say he attacks, I'll just drop Trag just to drop it for now. It really depends on the matchup, but just for the sake of this, Trag's here. Draw. Honest. Alright, it's pretty good. Attack mode. Attack. He dies. That sucks. So, let's see. Banish to special White Dragon. Normal summon. Synchro into Zera. Quit. Make him 38, or her 38. And then search out for Black Dragon. Alright. So let's see, opponent goes, Valor. Assume a Dark Hole, I guess. Got rid of it somehow. Let's say I Valored a 101 turn. Okay. So, let's see. From here, I'm going to risk it and just upstart Goblin. Gores. Alright, that was totally worth it. Banish Zera for Black Dragon. And attack. Let's just go with that. Opponent's turn. Special. Angel Zera. He goes, wipes the field. Black Dragon triggers. Search out for White Dragon. Alright. Drop Gores, just cause. Get a Gores token. And turn. Draw. There's a Summoner Monk. Alright. Well, we don't need him right now anyway, so the upstart wouldn't have been that useful. Attack. Attack. So here I have the option to banish this guy, to special him, and use him as a wall. So when he dies, I get to search out Black Dragon and special out Zera. But I'm going to save it for now, because if I draw into a spell, it'll be a really cool turn next turn. So attack, attack, alright. Opponent goes and wipes the field. Whenever I play with this deck, I always assume they wipe the field. If they don't wipe the field, then you have a better replay. But if they always wipe the field, then you learn how to come back from it. So turn. Alright, Treacherous. So I didn't draw a normal spell here. So I'm just gonna special, normal, overlay into a 101. It's at 3100. Steal their monster, assumingly. And set. Opponent goes. Kill their monsters. Clear the field. Turn, draw. Alright, so for the sake of this, because I want to show off the combo, say I drew a spell. Just for the sake of this. I mean, normally, like in a perfect world, you wouldn't draw the cards that you want all the time. But it's best I just do this just so, like, you guys know. Normal summon. Effect. Search out a tuner. If you have Von Prism in the deck, search him out. If you don't, search out Mask Chameleon. Now, banish Zera. Oh no, wait. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Banish Black Dragon. If you have a Summoner Monk in here, banish him instead, so a Tour Guide can bring him out in the future, but there's none in here. Special White Dragon. Synchro into Stardust Spark Dragon. White Dragon triggers, search out Black Dragon. Then banish Zera for Black Dragon. And overlay. You can overlay for pretty much anything you want here. Like, here you have 3 cards. So if your opponent has more cards than you, then you can go Exciton Knight. Spark Dragon targets himself. Exciton Knight triggers. Blow up the field, but he's still alive. And yeah, here's a pretty cool, that's a pretty cool combo. If you have more cards than your opponent, then make a 101. So you have a Spark Dragon and a 101. And that's a pretty cool wall. Opponent goes, stand my face, special Zera. So now you have a Zera, Spark Dragon, and Exciton Knight, and Honest, which pretty much goes on everybody. So that was pretty cool. So let's put everything away. And start the next playthrough. Alright. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And cut. Draw! Alright. This hand's icky, to say the least. So here, I would do that and that. Special Chameleon, because Prism's in my hand. Unfortunate, but that's how it is. Synchro into Angel Zero. The go-to. Because Black Dragon's in my hand. If I do not have a Chaos Monster in hand, I would just save my hand for a Trag to stay big. And then I wouldn't have went off like that. Because if they had Baylor, it's kind of stuck. But we're shadow playing, we're not sure. So opponent goes, kills Zera. That's unfortunate. Draw. Treacherous, pretty good. So banish Zera for Black Dragon. So for here, you can summon Prism to make a synchro. Like, I can summon this synchro for Scrap Dragon, search out for white, special white, and pop white with Scrap Dragon, search out black. But I want to save it for a little while because I want Trag to get big. So attack. Opponent kills. Wait, opponent's turn. Special Zero. Clear the field because I said so. Search out for white. And I did that because I want my hand to stay pretty big. Because Black Dragon counts as a card in the hand too. So Trag is relatively big, so it's a special one. But unfortunately, opponent does something scary that killed Trag. Drop. That's not bad. Alright. So, banish Summoner Monk to load up for Tour Guide. It's a special White Dragon. Normal Summon Prism. Synchro into Scrap Dragon. Prism triggers, equip. White triggers, add Black Dragon to hand. Special Black Dragon by banishing Zera. And I have two choices here. I can pop Prism, pop their card, so I got Black Dragon can attack and Scrap Dragon can attack. Or I can pop White Dragon to search out White Dragon to thin my deck out. For the sake of this, because, I don't know, I'll just target Black Dragon, pop their card, search out White Dragon to thin my deck out. I mean, it's not bad to draw into him because it's a free level 4, but I'd rather just draw to other cards if I can help it. Then attack. Opponent standby phase, special Angel Zera. Oh wait, this isn't face down, let's not forget that. So opponent MSTs, that's unfortunate. And opponent clears the field because I always make him clear the field. Turn. Alright, it's a tour guide. So, special him by banishing him. Normal summon. And exceed. For the sake of this, let's say the opponent has more cards than I do. The good thing about this deck, like, good and bad, is that the deck doesn't really plus it, like, here. Doesn't plus here. It makes opponent minus like crazy because of the offensiveness the deck has. And because of that, this deck can sometimes usually find itself lower cards than the opponent, but it can make Exciton Knight easy, like super easy. So, the opposite of Ilmos, where it focuses on this side of the map, plussing it crazy, and Exciton Knight's pretty much never live. This deck here makes the opponent, like, it keeps steady presence to make boss monsters to minus the opponent by blowing up their cards. But at the same time, because it doesn't replenish itself as easily, Exciton is always live. So it's pretty much the MVP of the extra deck. So Exciton kind of like shifts usefulness and purpose between the two decks. Opponent goes and kills a monster. Draw. Spell. Summon Tour Guide. Activate Tour Guide by specialing this guy. Exceed. Into Levier. Detach Levier. Special Monk. Monk's effect. Discard. If I have I don't have any tuners left in the deck, so let's just go for Extra Sword. Overlay into, let's see, it really depends on the opponent again, like what they have. For the sake of this, because you've already seen every other extra deck card, Abyss Dweller. So now here's a 2700 Abyss Dweller. It's pretty beefy. Attack, attack, opponent goes, detach. It depends on what they're playing. It really does. My turn. Duality. I don't know. Like, I'll just say Tour Guide. Let's see what Duality into. Probably get the Effect Veiler. And if my opponent has any cards banished, I'd probably just steal that. Surprisingly, I haven't drawn into BLS or Chaos Sorcerer like any of these playthroughs. But those are also Zera targets. Well, not targets, but Zera banishers. But that was a pretty good playthrough. Four and three. I think we have time for like one or two more. I'm trying to make these playthroughs like 30 minutes, so it's kind of like an episode of an anime. And it's like 30 minutes isn't too long, or too short, I would say. If 30 minutes is too long, then I'll put some background music next time. But for now, I think that background music kind of distracts from like the playthroughs. Alright. Alright, so here's what I love drawing into first turn. An upstart and a card car. So since I have two upstarts here, I want to draw to try drawing like a duality or a Trag or Gores. It's not bad. I'll grab the Monk because I have the upstart. But I'm going to do a little differently here. So here's what I like drawing into Upstart and Card Car. Upstart based out MSTs, so if they decide to MST, my Treacherous is safe next turn when I set it. And watch, draw two. Alright, opponent goes, draw, flip Upstart, draw. So essentially, this is your first turn hand. Well, your second turn hand. That's a lot of options. That's why I really, really like it. So, Lure, banish the Monk, because I already have one, and Tour Guide acts as a Monk now. It really depends on what they have, because I have the OTK here, along with the MST, if they have one back row, so it's like the OTK. Or I can just make a 101 and then a C101 it with backup plan. But for here, I'm going to try to keep my hand as large as possible so Trag can stay big, just to be safe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to expend 2 cards so I don't discard, or I can expend 1 card and just set another. I'm going to do the set one card and expend another. I'm going to do a grind game kind of thing. So slowly diminishing my opponent's resources while making monsters. Fortune 2. So here I would set 2. This is for in case they tanky. This is in case they're almost going to get killed. Rid of her. Opponent goes. Just NST something for the sake of it. They go. And they have scary things. If they have 2 monsters, I would just let her die. I mean, not let her die. I would just detach 2. But if they have 3, I would treacherous it so she doesn't die. For the sake of this, let's say they have 2 monsters. Alright, so get rid of 2. Draw. It's not bad. So, let's see. I'll probably still keep it as is for now. Opponent goes. They attack with her with those 2 monsters, or they exceeded or whatever. Treacherous, kill them off. Draw, gain another 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so now I can make a play. So, I would probably just normal summon. And then discard that. Because it doesn't look like... I don't know. Like, I can make 101 anytime with these cards. But, I don't know. I don't know what I'm playing against. So, like, I can't really say how, you know, I want to do this. So let's just synchro for now. Since I don't have a Chaos Monster here, I would not go for Zera. I'd probably just go for like a starter Spark Dragon. Equipped it here. If they have 2 monsters still, actually, more likely they would. So let's just make a Scrap Dragon. Pop one of their monsters and attack the other one. Opponent goes, they get rid of Scrap Dragon. They kill. Fortune 2 activates. I'll throw back those guys. Okay, shuffle. And I would drop Trag here. He's relatively big. 24 is not bad. Turn. 3,000. Attack. They kill him somehow. Let's Veiler or something. Get this out of the way. Turn. Thunder King. That's not bad. Still have some good choices here. Just Dark Hole. Thunder King. Tap. They kill him somehow next turn. My turn. Rainbow Karibo. Not bad. So, normal summon. No, special summon. Normal summon. Here, I would... It depends on what the opponent plays, again. But I seem low on resources, so I can make a Exiton, and Exiton will be at 29. But you already seen Exiton, so I'm just going to make Feral Imp. A 33 Feral Imp's not bad either. Detach. Switch out Mask Chameleon. So here I can still have an Exiton play, at least. Because most likely Feral Imp's going to die because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're going to try to get rid of it as much as possible. Like, they don't know that you don't have a second target. If you do... Well, they don't know that I don't have a second target, so they're going to try their best to get rid of it. So they're probably going to overextend their field, and then kill them somehow. Turn. Summon Chameleon, Special Thrasher. And then make, I don't know, 101 or Exiton. Let's just make 101. Because most likely they probably made their own 101 to get rid of the Feral Imp, because they couldn't attack over it. Let's steal their monster and attack. Alright, opponent goes. Let's Rainbow Karibo, whatever they're trying to do. Turn. Duality. Luckily, I don't need special this turn, so let's just Duality into something. 2 for guys in a drag. I'll get Tour Guide. Attack. Opponent goes and clears my field. Let's say I'm close to death, and they're going to attack directly. Okay. Turn. Ooh, Gores. So, special, normal, activate Tour Guide, special, Night Assailant, overlay into Invoker, attach Invoker, special. There's really only one target left. Silver Sentinel. Actually, if there's only one target left, I'd rather just go for Levier. Yeah, Levier. Then special the Monk. Overlay to most likely 101. Attach to steal the monster. Opponent goes. Let's say they can't get over this. Turn. Detach. Special Kribo. So now you have a Kribo protecting you from 2 attacks. You know what? For the lows! Treat! Gores. Oh yeah, I'm missing something. Ah. Alright. You know, I still haven't drawn into... This is my BLS proxy, because I only have one BLS, and it's an Ilmos. Here's my Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah. I haven't drawn into them. I think I've shown you every card. Those Silver Sentinel I haven't shown you. Gigantus I haven't shown you. Basically, I've shown you every card. So yeah, that's the playthrough with Chroah Chaos. That would be a really good dichotomy right here. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Chroah Chaos signing out.